Biscuit reviews from an American that you didn't even ask for.
Welcome everyone to another edition of Biscuit Reviews from an American that you didn't even ask for. Now, most of the time, we've been focusing on biscuits from the UK, from Scotland, from Ireland, and of course from England. Well, we are now really going global.
Mr. Worldwide.
As this channel has grown, so too has its audience, and today we are going to sample a biscuit from Italia. This is a Mulino Bianco, the white mill, or maybe white windmill, I guess. But there's a picture, as you can see, of a white mill on it. It's Baiocchi. It is a cookie with hazelnut and cocoa cream. Now, what's interesting is that Mulino Bianco, actually right underneath the name on the package, you can see this little tiny red insignia. It's for Barilla or Barilla. It's known for their pastas, their sauces, an iconic Italian brand. But this is Mulino Bianco. I actually caught these in a grocery store. I was like, oh my gosh, Italian biscuits. We have a huge Italian audience. So welcome each and every one of you. Buongiorno. It's an honor to have you here. And we are going to sample an Italian cookie today. So here is a little bit more about Mulino Bianco.
Le reginette, le ziti, le spaghetti, le faffa.
Well, in 1974, the brand Barilla realized that their brand was pretty much only associated with pasta. So they needed to create a new identity for their cookies to represent their values of tradition. Good things from old times is the way the company actually articulated it. So they decided that the Mulino Bianco brand would be born based on the combination of three elements: the ears of wheat and flowers, which were elements that express the concept of natural goodness, the image of the small mill found on the package, which is meant to evoke traditional values, and the name Mulino Bianco was supposed to be kind of a combination of the values of nature and tradition in the two concepts of genuine foods and good health. The bag pack that was created was meant to evoke images of the baker's wrapping. The faint yellow tint of the bag was actually meant to evoke white chocolate. The goodness and natural wholesomeness of the product were further underlined by the recipe and genuine ingredients, which are actually listed on the side of every single package. Baker Edward George Maxwell was actually developing a number of new recipes for new cookies with very natural ingredients without any kind of additives or preservatives, and he really wanted to create defining shapes and names, because at that point all industrial cookies looked like buttons. So to have a real iconic cookie in shape as much as taste was going to be a revolution. Eventually, the company came up with 73 different formats with 73 different names, all meant to evoke the farming atmosphere and the traditional nature of Italian food. For those of you unfamiliar with Biscuit Reviews from an American that you didn't even ask for, I will be trying each cookie or biscuit dry, dunked in milk, dunked in coffee, and dunked in tea. This milk is cashew milk that I made here in my house. The coffee actually comes from Seattle's Best. This is their number 5. It's a dark roast. They say on the label that it has boldness and confidence to match your own. So a nice dark roast. And the tea comes from Chelsea in London, a place that was actually founded in the 19th century. This is Wittard's Chamomile and Honey. So we have a great tea, a great coffee, great milk, a great biscuit. So let's see how this cookie Italiano crumbles. All right, this is a pretty package. I kind of feel bad tearing this guy open, but you know, oh, it smells amazing. You know what it actually smells like? It smells like Ovaltine.
Ovaltine?
Or my fellow Americans will understand, it actually reminds me a little bit of a Wendy's Frosty. Super malty smell, but fudgy. Yeah, or a Jell-O pudding pop. I know since Cosby turned out to be a monster, we don't really talk too much about Jell-O, but it has a very pudding-like smell. They say chocolate with hazelnut and cocoa cream. All right, so the flavors that maybe we associate with a Ferrero Rocher or a Bacci are coming back. They love the gnocchi, the hazelnut, wonderful smell. And in fact, brown butter, even in French cuisine, has, they're called beurre noisette. It actually has a hazelnut-like flavor. Okay, let us see how this cookie crumbles. Really good. The cookies themselves are like Danish butter cookies. You bite in, they're kind of like powdery, crumble away. Very rich. You don't taste a load of the cocoa though. It's kind of mostly cookie. You get a creamy sensation, but it doesn't really affect it too much. Still very nice. I'm giving it 2.5 dry cookies. Gotta get down there deep. It's a little cookie. Okay, now we're talking. Again, it's kind of strange. The butteriness of the cookie, the texture of the cookie, really, really pleasant, but I'm not getting a whole lot of cocoa or a whole bunch of hazelnut. The thing is, Nutella, maybe the most famous combination of chocolate and hazelnut, which comes from Italy, was the flavor I was looking for. But I'm not really getting chocolate and I'm not really getting hazelnut either. Still, it's pretty pleasurable. I am going to give it, I've never done this before, so hopefully my editor won't kill me, 2 3/4 cups of milk. I don't know how we're going to do that, but we'll figure it out.
We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay! Always team up. We did it!
You can see there really is a nice layer of chocolate in there. I just hope I taste it a little bit more here. All right, a little bit of the coffee. Maybe because the heat of the coffee and the way like the mocha note works between coffee and chocolate, it's a little bit better. I like the way that the cookie takes on that flavor. It's the first time I had a little bit of an indication of the chocolate and hazelnut that I had hoped would be more prominent in this flavor. I'm gonna give it 3 cups of coffee. And finally, the tea. That's the best. Of all of them, that is by far the best. Still not as much chocolate and hazelnut as I would have liked, but I guess maybe the coffee is so overpowering that it kills the subtle notes in the cookie. The tea just kind of helps support it. I'm going to give it 3.5 cups of tea. So there are my reviews for the Mulino Bianco Baiocchi chocolate hazelnut sandwich cookie. Do you agree? Let me know. Do you disagree? Let me know. Is there a biscuit that you'd love for me to try? Then let me know. Go ahead, press like, and hit the hell out of that subscribe button because I'm coming back with a whole new episode. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Adam Richman. This has been Biscuit Reviews from an American that you didn't even ask for. Shout out to Chef Christian Petroni for my amazing gabagool gear. Give him a follow on social media. Wonderful chef. A really great guy. He has all kinds of great Instagram stories with his ducks and his chickens, but a hell of a chef and a hell of a pizza maker. Has a new line called Gabagool. So much like Dwight says to Michael Scott, give him the Gabagool. An amazing guy, an amazing clothing line. Thank you, Christian. And remember, everybody out there, no matter what you eat, may your life forever be sweet. I'm Adam Richman from Biscuit Reviews from an American that you didn't even ask for, and I'll see you next time.